Welcome to the After the Show movie podcast, brought to you by your hosts, Ace Scully and Sid Talk. We're addicted to movies. Are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Why do I always say it 3 times?
I have no idea. Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
That's 6 times.
What's the before the after the show discussion?
Before the after the discussion wasn't much. I'm looking at pictures and you're looking up stuff about this movie.
Yeah.
Uneventful.
No, it was quite eventful, I thought, because this movie, it was interesting when I looked between the lines.
Right. Well, I'm not reading your mind. So what I hear and see is limited. What comes out of your mind.
Well.
Yeah.
All right. It's Saturday, August the 16th. This is After the Show, your weekly movie review podcast. And on episode 904, we're looking at the movie Final Destination Bloodlines. It's a 2025 release, out now on streaming and 4K and Blu-ray and DVD. It's rated R. And it's from our friends at Warner Brothers, who sent us a copy of the 4K for review. Sid Talk, can you give us a synopsis of Final Destination Bloodlines?
Is this synopsis for people who don't know what Final Destination is?
I guess.
Okay. Death doesn't like it when you don't die when he, as they have described in this movie, plans on you dying. So if you escape death, he's coming for you. That's it.
All right.
That's the whole premise of all of these.
Here's the one off the box. Plagued by a recurring violent nightmare, a college student returns home to find the one person who can break the cycle and save her family from the horrific fate that inevitably awaits them.
Yeah, so here's the deal. First of all, did you like it?
I really did.
I did too. I had a good time. I had some good this and that.
It's a fun throwback almost.
It has a little bit of like eye rolls, but then that seems right.
Yeah, for this.
But here I'm going to throw a spanner and this works. Spanner.
Oh, is it going to be a spanner and it hits like a nail and then it bounces off, goes through a window, and eventually hits
falls
a guy
on a marble that rolls down the hill that knocks over a bucket that pours some gas on the ground, and then someone drives by with a lit cigarette. Yes.
And
if you don't know what we're talking about, what did you call it?
Rube Goldberg machine.
Okay.
It's that thing that it causes a series of events to happen, and then
I would say I would call it a better mousetrap, because isn't that game Mousetrap?
That is a Rube Goldberg machine.
Okay.
Mousetrap.
So this is the Rube Goldberg machine of death.
Yes.
That's what we're saying. So, but here's my deal. If our college student hadn't gone home, none of it would have happened.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
You get it?
As I was watching it, yeah.
So in every single...
Spoilers, by the way.
Well, nothing would have happened. So the premise is, a long time ago, if you don't know about... I keep wanting to call it Fatal Attraction. It's not Fatal Attraction. It's Final Destination. Fatal Attraction, very different. Is that big disaster happens. So if you ever saw the first one, a bunch of kids decide not to go on an airplane. The plane crashes. They escape death. Death is pissed off and then chases them around. And then on and on and on through all the movies. In this one, a bigger disaster happens and a young woman prevents everyone from dying. And now it's coming after everyone who shouldn't exist, all the people that were there, everything. And now we've got like this one lady and one guy left, right?
Yeah.
So she's been protecting herself all these years, this generation. Granddaughter comes around and just fucks everything up.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, so death is either they're like, look, I can't get this lady unless I go grab the granddaughter. So I'm giving her nightmares so that she seeks out more information about grandma and then put her in place and then I can finish my job. I mean, it seems like this big... And I understand now every single thing that girl did, if you think about it, is what led to every single one of the disasters.
They say that this is a standalone entry in the Final Destination series, but it does tie into it.
Absolutely.
In fact, it's an origin story of it, and it's a finale of it at the same time.
Is it a finale?
The ending felt like if you never made one again, that would be the end of it. To me.
Oh, I disagree. I felt like it was the beginning of something.
Like the beginning of a totally new story.
Yeah.
Like forgetting anything that came before. Like
not forgetting, because those are just... So this is like one story of this idea that death will hunt you down, right? all the other movies are just other people who have escaped death through the different things, right? And then so it's like, I mean, death is everywhere, right? It's the whole globe of all of humans. And so there are going to be millions of these stories happening all the time.
It's a good antagonist.
These are just like individual stories of it. It's happening everywhere. So if it's happening everywhere, there is no beginning or end to the story. To me, the little clue was the penny. So throughout this story, we start with a penny being a cause of a problem that leads to the beginning of the mousetrap, and then it follows us around, and then we see it at the end. I feel like that could be the thread somehow, right?
Yeah.
And maybe it's in other movies, and we just never knew.
I'm sure I feel like it must be.
Well, I don't know. It was in her house on her book, taped to her book all these years, so it wouldn't have been on those other. But I feel like it's just the beginning of the possibilities of either you can't break the cycle because people can't stop dying, right?
No, if you like the Final Destination movies from the 2000s, if you like what they do, and it's just a simple premise, it's always like an elaborate maze of death, right? So it'll start off on a highway and you'll see logs on a truck, and then you'll see some teenagers driving a car, and there'll be a series of events that leads to something horrific. And that's what happens throughout all of the movies. It just got more elaborate as it went along. It was in 3D at one point. It was a really, really big budget at one point. It escalated. This just does exactly that, doesn't it? It's a series of those
It's the same.
scenes.
I mean, it's just another one of the stories.
Yeah, but if you like those scenes, they're imaginatively set up. And in this one, they make you squirm.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because they are... The one in the tattoo shop, for instance, was really making me squirm.
Well, yeah, you don't like body things.
They're, like, ridiculous as well. Like, it gets a bit... It's crazy. Like the guy going into the MRI machine or whatever that machine is.
Yes.
I mean, it's silly to look at.
But we've all thought about it.
Yeah.
Going into an MRI.
And I think that's the point of the whole thing. The horror is like, oh, what if that happened? What if somebody got crushed in a trash truck?
I mean, crazy shit happens in the world all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just, adding one more element of like weirdness.
It's like a throwback to those movies. It doesn't try and be modern. It's just doing that again. Even the way it's kind of portrayed to you. It's not like a specific moment in time. I couldn't tell you what year this was supposed to be.
I mean, we've got cell phones that look like current cell phones, so we're not going back to like the 90s or anything like that.
No, but it does feel like those movies. It's kind of a throwback almost, because they're not trying to be all modern. The things are just the same, like the incidents that happen.
Yeah, there's no big overriding story of like, I don't know what it could be.
It fits is what I like.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun in that horror way. It's disgusting. There's lots of smushed people and disgusting out of nowhere gore scenes, right? Like somebody will be stood there and all of a sudden you're like, oh, and they're all just blitzed into a million parts.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. It's very CG, I noticed, all the effects.
Is it?
Yeah, like the thing coming through the woman's face was clearly CG. The woman's head getting crushed in the garbage truck was very CG.
These are spoilers.
It didn't seem very, didn't seem practical, any of it. Oh, that beginning part, like, just looked like obviously, a whole green screen, right?
True.
I mean, they do this whole opening sequence in this, what would you call that? Observation tower.
It was really good, though. I really liked the opening.
It was intense, right?
Well, I mean, the whole thing, the story of them, I thought it was really cute. It looked really glossy and shiny. We find out later. Spoiler alert, it's a dream or it's a vision.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything looks pristine and perfect.
It's a fun way to open the movie.
And I was like, wow, it was paced. It wasn't like quick. It took its time, which I liked.
I think it was about 15 minutes.
Right. I just mean like you didn't just jump in, they went upstairs and the whole thing collapsed.
Right.
It was kind of like, they took our time. I like that.
Again, it was like a series of like terrible events, like one thing, it all led to it being crazy at the end. And then you see flashbacks to this observatory platform thing and what really happened. I like that structure of the story too. And I also liked that nobody's safe in this movie.
Well, nobody's safe when you're talking about just straight up death.
Yeah, but even nobody's safe. Even somebody they might discount. You're like, oh.
Right, but I mean, what I'm saying is there is no safety from death, and that's why the grandma said, when you fuck around with death, it gets messy, which means there is no...
Yeah.
You can't break the rules and get away with living forever. Right? So...
No.
Yeah.
So if you want like a throwback horror movie, if you like this franchise even, and you want a lot of gore, I keep saying fun, but it is fun because it's really silly. It knows it's silly. It's joking all the time. Like when the guy's like, nothing can kill me. Look at me, like touching the trash truck. I'm not gonna die.
I mean, that's a bit obnoxious.
Yeah, but what I mean is it's full of that stuff.
True.
And it knows it's silly and making fun of stuff. And I'm sure, I've not watched the originals for some time, but I'm sure they're full of humor.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think the original is at all.
You don't think it's like obnoxious kids and humor like
Not
that?
the first one. I think it was like a straight up...
I don't remember the first one. I remember the second one, which is the one where the logs fall off the truck, I think.
Mm.
The first one's the plane one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the big incident in that is the plane. The second one's the highway incident.
Oh, I don't think that's the second one.
The third one's the NASCAR race, remember?
No.
That's where it gets really...
I don't think I saw that one.
I think you must have, because I did.
Not necessarily. You might have watched it without me.
It was in 3D. Final Destination 3D.
I don't think I would be interested. My feelings on 3D.
It was the type of 3D where it was green and red. Yeah. But it was a big NASCAR race was the big set piece, if you remember. You don't remember.
I don't.
No. So yeah, I enjoyed this. I'm not like a giant fan of this franchise. I don't watch it all the time, or we watched it. You didn't, obviously, all of it.
Mm-mm.
You maybe watched 1 and 2 then, right?
I think so.
I don't feel like I saw the 5th one. This is the 6th one, apparently.
Okay.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. What about you?
Yeah.
It's weird we watched Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
That's not fun. You can't say that's fun.
No.
But it's an effective horror film. It's like a popcorn horror film.
Absolutely.
So if you like popcorn and you like gore, that's what this is. And
it's very reminiscent of the Scream era, where you're sort of like wink, wink,
Throwback. It's almost out of place in today's...
grasp throwback.
In today's world where we try and be super intense, Hereditary, Bring Her Back, all that kind of stuff. This is more like, here's a fun horror film. Remember those? Like the ones where it's not as intense as you... It's intense, but you're not going to be haunted by it.
Right. I think the haunting ones are way less than you are thinking. Just because we watch them, I think...
Which ones?
The intense ones. There are less of them than you're portraying. I think there's more of these types.
Modern horror is pretty intense, is what I'm getting at. Like Heretic, all the ones that we've seen this year.
Right, but those are pretty few and far between to have that kind of intensity.
I feel like these are few and far between. But I would put Heart Eyes alongside this, if you like Heart Eyes.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of that.
Right. Maybe we just don't like the Blumhouse stuff.
Yeah.
I guess that is... Blumhouse can be either, though, right? It can be like cheesy, or it can be like we're trying to be intense.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get on to the cast. Brec Bassinger plays Julia from 1960.
Yeah, I liked her.
Yeah, she's from a DC show called Stargirl. And she did make an appearance on Supergirl. But she is good, isn't she? And it's almost like she's in a small movie of her own, that beginning sequence.
Absolutely.
Tony Todd, rest in peace, Tony Todd. This is his last appearance in any movie. He was in most of these Final Destination movies, and he appears here as the same character. And what I really liked was what he says in this movie. The directors just said to him, can you talk to the fans and say... They knew he was very sick. Everybody knew.
Aw.
And they had a discussion between them and said, we're not going to write anything for this. You just talk to the fans and tell them how you feel.
Maybe you should tell everybody who he is, because not everybody knows.
He's the Candyman guy.
Okay.
And
Candyman is also a horror movie franchise.
He's just a horror. He's a horror guy in general. Like he's in.
And Candyman started when? 90s or 80s?
80s.
Was it?
Yeah. He's also known for The Rock, The Crow, Final Destination movies. He was the bad guy in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which was the Indiana Jones video game that I played last year.
Oh, okay.
He was the actual main bad guy. Well, yeah, bad guy in that. He's been in lots of video games, lots of TV. You will know him if you see him, I think, if you're into horror at least. But what he goes out saying...
It matters that he is sort of like iconic to horror people.
Yeah.
And that him being ill and everyone apparently knowing it, you know.
Yeah, and what he actually says, when you watch this movie, he doesn't have many lines in this movie. Apparently, he was so sick it was very hard to even get those lines properly.
I can see that.
Yeah, but what he actually says is, if you know that he's died, you're like, oh, it tugs at your heart a bit, you know?
Live your life. Enjoy every second of it.
Yeah.
Because you don't get another chance.
He died like 3 weeks after the filming of it.
Like Log Lady.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and she was literally a day.
Yeah.
They had a Zoom call, and the day after she died.
Aw. Log Lady from Twin Peaks, if anyone doesn't know what I'm referring to.
We've got Caitlin Santa Juana as Stephanie. She's our main character.
She does a fine job for the person who is now introduced to this crazy, crazy idea, and now she has to move everything forward. You know what I mean? Like, she has to come off. So part of the premise is that her grandma was the one that survived originally and figured out what was happening, that she had to escape death to keep her family alive. Because if death came for her, then every child and grandchild that she had would be on the list because they shouldn't even exist, right? So grandma became obsessed with death all the time. She passed that on to our main character's mother, who then goes crazy with the death stuff. And then our main lady that we have now, she's in college. Her mother had abandoned them when she was young because she didn't want to pass on this crazy obsession with death to her children all the while. And now our college student lady has to be very quickly introduced.
Yeah.
To all of this
She's
death
the worst
story.
visitor you can ever have over at your house.
I don't want her to come over. But she does a very good job. I kind of felt like I like her in a way that I like the young lady who was the Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
The new Evil Dead.
Yeah, she was really good.
Yes, yeah. So I liked her. I liked her a lot.
That scene in the back garden, the barbecue scene, that's crazy.
Oh
I really enjoyed that. Because I was like, how is this going to go down? Like, there's so many things that can happen here.
Well, when you really watch this movie and then you really think about it, you're like, everything wants to kill me.
Yeah. Even the simplest thing, like a
trampoline.
Yeah. Or a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Well, that is clear that if you're allergic to peanuts, it can kill you.
Yeah.
But I mean, in life, all the shit going on, like a rusty rake and a breaking trampoline and
a piece of glass
in your drink, or, you know, like the whole world is, or like walking down the street when there's like a tree trimming thing hanging on, like a little chainsaw laying on the side of the tree, and she's like, stay away from that.
It's very funny. That scene, even though it's horrible, is also funny.
It is really horrible, but yeah.
It's funny because it's like, oh, that, I wasn't looking for that.
No.
Oh, yeah. It's good the way it does the stuff. Tio Brioni plays Charlie. He's the brother.
Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah. Richard Harmon plays Eric. He's the tattoo guy.
I mean, he's got that very modern attitude that I'm not in love with.
He also felt a bit like a character from like a 2000s movie, though, with the kind of snark that he has.
Oh, you think that's a 2000s thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he also remind me of the guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Right.
You know, the sleazy guy selling concert tickets and all that, you know, kind of like, wow.
Yeah, he's like a tattoo guy.
Oh. I don't mean, like, he's not like a tattoo guy. He's got tattoos.
This movie. Yeah.
But he's got that. They've made him I don't even know what you call it.
He's got a heart, though.
Of course.
He's just annoying, let's say, but in a good way.
He does a good job
Yeah.
of being this character, though.
And Anna Law plays Julia, and Julia is the daughter of this troupe.
I wasn't too upset when Julia fell in the garbage truck. I'll be honest.
I mean, nobody deserves it.
No, but they made her exceptionally annoying. And I was just like, oh, you know, when you watch a lot of horror movies in your life, as we have, you kind of can peg
Yeah.
the victims ahead of time.
I mean, in this movie, I was just pegging, well, everybody's the victims in this movie, right? It's a final
Pretty
destination.
much.
It's death coming, so probably everybody. This is directed by two directors, Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein, and they directed the Kim Possible TV movie. You know what that is? Kim Possible?
Kim Possible? I mean, I've heard of
Like
it.
a cartoon, is it?
I'm not sure.
It's on Disney Channel, I think. So they did that. That is, I'm assuming that's so far away from a horror Final Destination movie, it's not funny, right?
I would think, yeah.
It's like the opposite thing. What do you think of the directing?
I mean, it's functional. It's got just enough flair,
It's very expensive looking to me.
It seems well lit.
Yeah.
Well, everything looks, to me, the big action scenes or the like stunts and everything look good, but it's also just functional. There's not a lot of extra.
They don't do anything fancy.
No.
There's a lot of crooked Dutch angles, I know.
A little bit. But then, that's, I think we're supposed to be, in that moment, we are death approaching, like, again, from Evil Dead.
Yes.
Where the demon or whatever's coming up on the grass, scooting across the ground. I think that is the point of view we're supposed to be thinking of. Like, death is looking kind of like, what can I do next?
And not being fresh on the old movies, maybe that's a callback to that stuff. The way those looked. Because I remember that those were cool too. This one was very pristine looking. That was what I noticed about it. It was extremely well lit. If they're in a house, like there's so many windows in the house, no, you're not seeing anything. So it's not like a gloomy, moody movie. It's like most of it takes place in the daylight. Apart from the tattoo studio bit.
Yeah, true.
And the bit around her house that she's built. But yeah, it's a nice looking movie. IMDb reviews, what are those?
Those are reviews that you find on the IMDb website where people sit with their little thumbs on their phones, most likely. I'm guessing. I don't know. And go, this is a waste of time. This is the 1-star review. I wish I could give it half a star. I think you can, actually. I wish I could give it 0 stars and still write a review. We've never had that one, but it's probably in people's minds. And you love to make fun of them because usually they're wrong.
It gets a 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb as the average. And there's 38 people who gave it a 1 out of 10. And the first guy says, I'm really surprised by the rating of this movie, as it was terrible. The storyline is poorly executed and doesn't flow well. It seems to just jump from one scene to another without any build-up. The film's deaths look worse than the movies that came out 25 years ago. Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. It's a classic.
Yeah. Second one says, such a disappointment. I'm a huge fan of Final Destination 1 and 2. As 3 started, it all went downhill. It becomes too gory and too bloody. They tried to be like the Saw movies. I mean, that might be a thing, because
absolutely.
Yeah, everybody was trying to do that. This movie makes a mockery of everything that came before it. R.I.P. Tony Todd.
Oh.
I mean, people did like Tony Todd.
Sure.
And the third guy says, I've loved this franchise since day one and was looking forward to watching it, but the acting is diabolical to say the least. The only scene that half decent was the beginning when we see Iris's premonition. The acting completely lets the whole thing down. Typical American corny scenes. Even Tony Todd's scene was cut short. He had to leave it so quickly.
Well, don't pick on a man dying of cancer.
Yeah,
come on.
Don't make him do too much. I mean, jeez, come on.
Great review. Great review, thumb monster, thumb creature, whatever we're calling people that do that these days.
So let's give this movie a score. I'm going to give a Final Destination Bloodlines a 6 out of 10.
I think that's fair, but I'm going to bump it up to a 7 just because it's looks good, it's fun, it's reasonable. Yes, it's a little bit of gore for the gore's sake, but I'll still give it a 7 just because it's above average and I enjoyed it.
I seem to want to use the word fun, but I had fun watching people gruesomely die.
Charming.
Yeah, so there was definitely a fun element to it. And a throwback, and if you're a fan of this series, I can't see those people were disappointed that we just listened to, but I wouldn't see you being disappointed because it's more of what you like. So, yeah, Final Destination, Bloodlines. Next week, we are going to look at a new movie, The Accountant 2, Electric Boogaloo.
The Accountant, eh?
The Accountant seems so long ago.
It does.
It doesn't even exist. Like, I don't even remember it. I don't know what it was about. I know that Ben Affleck was in it.
He was an accountant.
Yeah. That's it. That's
but
all
not
I know.
really.
I might need a refresh. You know, the 5-minute refresh on The Accountant before we watch the second one.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's like 20 years between movies. What the hell? All right, so next week, Accountant 2. Movie recommendations. I was going on the theme of this movie. It Follows.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't get away from that one either. And that one's awesome. What an awesome movie. And the Wrong Turn franchise of movies, which came out around the same time as Final Destination. And I thought those were pretty cool. Did you like the Wrong Turn movies?
I don't remember them, so I don't know.
There was like 5 or 6 of them similar to this. It was run at the same time as Final Destination. It's a bit more gruesome than this. It wasn't in a silly way. It was more in a hardcore way. But Wrong Turn and It Follows.
And you're going to ask me what my recommendations are?
I'm not, no.
Oh.
You're just going to say it. You're assuming I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not.
Then I'm not going to tell you.
Well, no. I'm assuming you're going to tell me.
Oh, well, that's as close to getting asked as possible. So mine are going back to all of his movies, and we're doing horror movies from the beginning of time. And I'm up to 2002, 2003. And these are not quality like recommendations. These are just, I've seen them. So if you want to see them like me and know exactly what my eyeballs have experienced in this life, then you watch them. So we have from 2002, Bubba Hotep, which you particularly like because?
It's Bruce Campbell.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Yes.
He's Elvis. No, he's not Elvis. There's a guy in it who's Elvis who's in a nursing home. And then there's like zombies, I think. I can't remember.
No, Bruce is actually Elvis.
He is, and there's another one as well,
right,
I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it's mental.
It's mental. And then from 2003, we have Freddy versus Jason.
I don't remember it.
I've seen it. I'm not advocating for the quality. Gothica, which I think is highly overrated, if you ask me.
Is it Halle Berry?
It is Halle Berry.
Yeah.
House of a Thousand Corpses, which is one of those that you like either are repelled by completely or you're totally into, including the next one, the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
So those are my House of a Thousand Corpses, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then you have 31. What's the other one by that guy?
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects is the best one in my opinion.
If you are not sensitive in any way, shape, or form,
that's Rob Zombie
to anything whatsoever, those movies might not bother you. Other than that, don't watch them. Right. So those are my recommendations.
Rob Zombie's not made a movie for a while. Surely he's got something cooking something up somewhere.
Don't say that Rob Zombie's cooking something because that's a whole other thing.
Mm.
Isn't he vegan? Vegan?
I have no idea. I don't know about his personal life.
Well, you know his wife is.
Yeah?
Sherry.
She's in his movies.
Correct.
Yeah. That's all I know. He has a wife. He likes the Munsters, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And he's in a band called White Zombie.
All true. All true.
Yeah. Ace Scully stuff this week. I've been playing Fortnite Festival, which is the Guitar Hero part of Fortnite. Did you know Fortnite has a Guitar Hero part?
No.
What did you think Fortnite was? If somebody said, hey, play Fortnite, what do you think Fortnite is?
I mean, I've seen Fortnite. You've played it countless hours. It's just killing things.
Yeah, Battle Royale, right?
I guess I just say, if you ask me what I would say, it's just killing things. Whatever you see, you kill it.
And guess what? Fortnite is not just that anymore.
Okay.
It has different sections of Fortnite. It has Battle Royale, where you go and kill things. It has the festival area, which is where it's the people who made Rock Band made the festival area. So it's literally a Guitar Hero game.
Okay.
And then there's also a Lego Fortnite area where it's a survival game where you play as Lego characters and you build Lego structures, etc.
Oh, okay.
There's a rocket racing area, which is all racing.
Goodness.
In cars. So Fortnite's kind of evolved from that battle royale thing to being like a platform with all different types of games in it. They're all free. You don't pay for it. The kind of place where you can go. If you never want to play the killing part and you only want to play music in the festival, that's fine. You can level your character up by just playing music. So I got a new guitar controller this week, and I've been playing the Fortnite Festival with the guitar, and it brings back all the memories of the old Guitar Hero games, which I loved, right?
Yes.
I was obsessed with Guitar Hero games. I bought all of them. I've got so many plastic instruments lying around. You know what I'm saying? But I got the guitar that works with the PC, and I've been playing the Fortnite Festival and realized that because I've not played it for like maybe 10 years when Guitar Hero went away, it's a learning curve to get back into it.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
It's a lot of timing and remembering how to move up and down the frets on the guitar. So it's fun, though. It really is fun. I said to you the other day, there's some kind of, when you get it just right, and you've got your headphones on, and the music's really loud, and you're playing, and you get it just right, and you get the perfect combo, there's something about it that makes you...
What you said was, you know what it feels like to be a rock star.
That kind of thing, yeah. I sound like a commercial for it, but yeah, that's so yeah, that's what I've been playing. Sid, what's for dinner?
I believe tonight, if I'm motivated to get in the car and go somewhere, it will be an Impossible Whopper. If I am not, it will be curry, but I'm really leaning toward the Impossible Whopper.
On the outline sheets that we write every week, it says something completely different.
That was from last week.
Oh, that's right. Well,
yeah.
We'll leave that there for next time.
That was last week's.
All right, what's your advice? And let's get out of it.
It's not really advice. Of course, my advice that isn't advice. It's just me saying a thing, the way I process the world, right? So we are human. Now, we've invented the word human and what that means in relation to the rest of the natural world. We have a brain and we've figured stuff out, right? But we're just a creature in the world. That's a reality. We have needs like any other living thing, like the urge and ability to survive. Like we've figured that out. I mean, I wouldn't survive like if you just dropped me out on a mountain somewhere probably, but on the whole, as humans, we could figure it out. Everything else that we know of as our human people reality is a fiction. Everything we make up, everything that's cultural, societal, every nation is an invention because we drawn our own lines and invented our own things based on where we are on the planet, based on sometimes places are rituals and societies are built around, the climate of where you are, if you're next to an ocean or in the middle of a landmass or on a mountain or whatever. Like that kind of shit has happened over the course of time, but it's all invented. It's all fiction. Like we've got a big stage and we're all playing this big fucking game where like I'm in this particular society where you're born and then you learn a bunch of shit and people talk to you a certain way and you learn how to you wear a diaper when you're a baby and then they send you off to school and you learn how to add math and do English good. Which is where you learn to read the language, which is also an invention, right? We've invented a language so we can communicate with each other. The sound of the words and the way they're just little drawings on a piece of paper or on a rock somewhere that we've scribbled them on. And then in this society that we've invented, you do the thing and you go to some more education and then you start, you got to make some currency because we've invented currency to trade for things because we don't live out in the woods anymore, just picking our own berries and shit like that. So I have to find a way to trade some of my time and skill or goods or parts of me or my body, if that's my choice, to trade for some of that currency so I can go buy some stuff like the food I need to survive if I'm not out in the woods picking berries. And then everything else is an invention. And like what we're doing right now is a luxury additional fiction in this stage that we're on, right? We're entertaining each other by talking into an invention called a microphone, through an invention called the internet, before it was the radio, all that stuff. It's fiction. We've just turned it into our own little, distraction as being people from the reality that we're just humans on a big rock flying through space. And that sounds really grim to a lot of people. And that saying that everything's an invention, and I'm not saying it's meaningless, but it can sound that way. But I think when I think of it that way, it puts everything in perspective. That the invention of the idea that I'm supposed to have had like $1 million in the bank or at my disposal before I could fucking retire from a job that I worked at for 24 and a half years. Right? So in this structure of this world of corporate or business or whatever, that's like an idea that someone invented. And then if you don't do that, like you're failing, which is also an invention. It's a creation. It doesn't exist in the real world. The idea that I should have been still working, which I have a lot of friends who do because life costs money, right? Life costs money. And I just figured out a way for us to live less, use less money. And so my time to me was more valuable than following this fiction that, well, by the time I'm 75, maybe I could have $1 million worth of assets and then I could retire and like have the time of my life back on my days to do my living, right? Other than a schedule of going to work. And I had to kind of break that fiction for myself and figure out I'm not in that play. That particular production and song and dance, I don't want to be a performer over there. I want to be a performer over there. If we're making up fictions, then I'm making up my own fucking story. And this is it. I spend less money. I don't have a lot of money. We don't do a lot of things. I understand the difference between like, oh, I can't buy a boat at the lake and have a condo somewhere and go traveling around the world. Well, I've traveled and I've been in nice places in my life. So I feel like I've been there, done that. And so I've written my own story over here where we don't have that kind of money in the bank. And that's also fine. You know why? Because I'm just a person on the planet. Nothing bad's going to happen because I didn't I didn't stand in the wings and wait to be in the big play, you know? Well, that's it.
That's well done.
Kind of exhausted me, that one. Woo, I'm tired.
All right, let's get on with it. Let's play some music. All right, Sid Talk. Hello.
What?
You can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. Who goes to Threads? Certainly not me.
Well, you're on there.
I auto-post on there. ascully.com, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, YouTube. Those are the places you can get the podcast. You can email feedback to me, ascully@ascully.com. Do not email Sid Talk. She doesn't want your email. And stay classy. The Final Destination series. Don't come and get me anytime soon.
I'm going to say think for yourself, because if you don't, someone's writing a story for you.